Yet. Suppose I'll actually go take a look before I actually get started with the advents. I'll take a look at that last stage I had done last time. See if there's any new enemies in there. Alright, forgotten to introduce in my... Yeah, here we are. There's this. Salati, a crybaby who is very envious of Saku. No one likes her yapping and complaining. Maybe that's how Doremi works. Search moon, set speed to 0. Oh, 0 to 1200 LD. Or 0 to 1200 Omni. Sniper KV, freeze immune, curse immune. I guess I'll just get started with the... Oh, Tabby, hello, welcome. You just came in time. Guess I get to actually talk about what I'm going to be doing here today. So, we have 5 more I did also refer to the image and grab all the units before start of stream. We're doing some more Merciless Advents today. 5. There are like 5 Merciless Advents that are like one other that I'm not going to be touching just yet because it's in like the newer stages list. But yeah, we're going to actually be getting at least some of these 5 very, very pretty looking custom units here for today. Some of which don't have like a revenge map just yet. Although some of these don't need a revenge map, just specifically because of how these units actually work. Like how Mimicat here works. But that's for the future. Because right now I've actually got stages to be playing. So, the last stage in the list that I had actually played, or rather the last we're going to go to the next stage in the list, the Zero Abyss, with attack of Cyclone Z. Here goes. This one's going to actually be a whole bunch of Zero enemies that we... And then the one thing we actually have met, which is actually a Zero Cyclone, because we fought the Zero Cyclone in Unhappy Champ. I believe it was rank 11. Probably won't be chatting much for a bit because I have to do this. That is perfectly fine. Okay, here's Max Money. Here's Doron. Okay, we run out. Breaker Blast isn't going to be doing very much because Zero Cyclone can't be immune. Duran scores a KP, but we also now have the Zero Rain Bees coming out. There's actually a second KP. Third, thanks to my Breaker Blast damage. I could probably CPU camera. Because the stage is giving me so much money. There's another new threat coming, this Porygon-looking guy. Is he actually going to actually put a wrench in this, or... It doesn't look like it. We're actually really stable right now. The Zero Cyclone is on its strength at this point. Are you serious right now? This was easy! What the heck? So, yeah, there we go. Attack of Cyclone Z has been beaten with my general lineup. Oh, hey, Fuzzy. How's it going? We had a very easy first stage. Five units that were up for grabs. Because the Zero Cyclone boss fight unlocks this purple-hatted beauty right here, Mage Cat. So we can actually just straight up just take Mage Cat and put it on our first page of units. And we have not seen a lot of these Zero enemies. Okay, so first we have the Zero Doge, an army from Zero Dimension. Would expand his power when getting knocked back. He's still trying to find the alternate universe where he's able to get into college. 14.9k HP at 150%, because he's at 150% in this stage. 9k Bs, 1.7k cash drop. Up 4.5k damage with a 3.3k damage revenge attack. 140 standing range, single target, 2.8k DPS. Just a pretty basic Zero peon that introduces one of their gimmicks, which is a 300 to 700 LD revenge attack. So then we have the Clam Zero, the Miracle Clam from Zero Dimension. Loves gaming and enjoys her private space. She considers Zero Brain D as the worst gamer possible. Her attack can't be cancelled through any method. So the Clam has 140k HP, 1k beat, 3.1k cash drop, 0 damage, but has a summon of a mind attack that I'll have to look at later. And then there is a 0 to 1 range Omni. And then the mind attack is something I'd have to actually go and grab. Here's the mind attack. So, mind attack, it is a ghost summon enemy with 1 HP, 1 KB, 0 cash drop, 8,000 standing range, 24k damage, with a minus 450 to 250 Omni Strike. And then, of course, it goes away after attacking once. And here we are. Okay, so there's the Clam. Next, we have the Cella Zero. Cella Boodle from Zero Dimension. Still keeps her gorgeous body, but with those equipments. She's not scared of power creep, but she forgets she's just a stronger peon variant. 75k HP, 3k Bs, 2.8k cash drop, 140 standing range with single target, 30k damage, and 21.9k DPS. And we also have a 100% chance to set hit damage higher than 20. Ignore the attack's procs. And so this enemy introduces the other like main gimmick of Zero, other than doing revenge attacks, which is having a Mystic Shield. Cyclone, of course, has. Okay, so we've seen the Zero Rain D before. We've not seen Porygon before. This is Polygon. Although his body is glitching, he can still move smoothly. Randomly punish his enemies with Freeze Thunder. 360k HP, 3k Bs, 3.5k cash drop, 190 standing range. We have 2 multi-hits. 0 damage on the first one that summons a Thunder. Or with a 15% chance. And then 6,000 damage on the second hit with a 0 to 190 Omni Strike. 7.8k DPS. And we've got the Thunder, which we need to go grab from the enemy data. That's the Thunder Weather. Here we go. Here's Polygon Zero's as Thunder. The Thunder itself, it is set up fairly similarly to the last summon I had seen, which is like 8,000 range, bit of Omni Strike. It's a Ghost Self-Destruct summon. This one is a 100 damage hit summon that has a 20 frame freeze on it. Okay, there's Polygon. I don't think we had seen the Zero Dolphina before. Zero Dolphinola, Dolphin from Zero Dimension, he no longer has to worry about sinking with his equipment. With his armor, the weak damages are weaker than ever. High damage is better to rush down. $660k HP, 12k Bs, 2.9k cash drop, 150 standing range, 6k damage with 1.1k DPS, an LD of 350 to 650, 100% chance to create a level 1 surge at 450 to 550, and then also reduce 100% chance to reduce all damage lower than 40k by 50% and ignore the attack's procs. And then finally, for introductions, we have the Zero Beanbon, a plant-like creature from Zero Dimension. Hates pink things when she's playing RPG games. She consumes wave attacks for nutrient, and she will unleash it after her death. 32k HP, 5k Bs, 1.5k cash drop, 120 standing range, 6k damage on the main attack, and then a death attack of 8k damage with a level 3 wave, and a 0 to 1000 Omni Strike, and she wave blocks. Okay, I think this next stage should actually be much more straightforward on introductions. Let's actually go back to the general lineup and take on our next advent, the Suspicious Cyclone from Sussy Movement. Here goes. So we're starting with a trio of Shivalians is Billingly, and then we have Clee 1 and the new Cyclone itself coming out right away. Okay. So we have a Scissoroo. Okay, I think the Cyclone's actually... Okay, we knocked back the Cyclone. Nice Savage Blow from Housefly. Yeah, these aliens don't seem all that strong. But again, this is an insane stage rather than being like deadly or anything like that, so... Seal Weaken. Okay, yeah, I think this Cyclone just has a lot of knockbacks. If even my Breaker class is enough to actually get knocked back. And there we go. And there we go. Always funny to see the goofy creatures of Battle Cats. Alright, let's take a look at the boss here. So this is the Sussy Cyclone. A red and floating enemy. Got crowded out for being too sussy. Since then, he's a very inside guy. Would get knocked back with a single hit. 666,666 HP with 66 knockbacks. 11.8k cash drop, 300 standing range. So this is a mid-ranger Cyclone. Very interesting. We have 66,666 damage as well, with a 399,000 DPS. And 3 movement speed as well. So this enemy is basically just he is a mid-range nuking enemy that just has like a million and not really a lot else going on with him. So next up, though, we have the Revenge of Sussy movement. And we begin with the deadly version of Suspicious Cyclone, which is going to be restricting me to normals, specials, and super rares in terms of my lineup. So my Jelly Dumpling, my Camera, and my Courier from my general lineup are all restricted. So we need to get rid of these guys. Let's... Okay, so alien... Let's just grab, like, Seafarer. Let's just, like, put Seafarer in. Put Seafarer in. Let's put in Luxury Bath Cat. And then let's put in... I guess I'll just put in, like, Dancer. But yeah, I don't think this is going to be a particularly difficult restriction stage. Just get Seafarer going. Would you consider using the best legend unit, Newton? Tabby, this stage is easy. Why would I need to be pulling out a unit of broken as Newton against a stage where the boss gets bullied by housewife LDing things? Oh, and not to mention, the boss getting properly knocked back by Breaker Blast damage. And there we go. There's the restriction stage down. Okay, now we have the imposting cyclone, Merciless. Uh-oh, he's at 150%. That's how you know it's gonna actually be serious this time. Still 400k base HP, though. Yep, here comes the stronger cyclone. Send out a Doron into him. Okay, here comes the main support. Go ahead, Brick Blast these guys. I have a feeling this stage is also really easy. Here's the Doron. That was actually really nice slime to actually attack just before Doron was going to start up his attack. Who runs down? Slime got intercepted by Overseer Manage in there. Okay, the backliner is down. Now we can just pretty much bully the Cyclone. And there we go. Easy stage. But yeah, there we go. With the full revenge map of the Sus Cyclone done, we can now put our second of 5 units into our proper thing, the disguised Mimicat. And take you out. Okay. Okay, so that was Sussy Movement. So next up we have Tech Revolution. And we have the stage Hard to Crit. And it's already full of, like, I saw a bunch of, like, light blue in there. And there's our boss, a metal EX seal. Housewife, we're gonna need your help with this one. There's also normal metal doges in here. So camera might actually be useful for this one. One of those generators has been KB'd. Alright, we can get Uru running now. We got a knockback on the EX metal seal. I think I made Jordan. Yeah, I made Jordan. That's a little unfortunate. And yeah, another easy stage. And there we go. Hard to crit has been decimated by mostly non-crit units. Except Camera. But like Camera was actually doing... She did really well in here. As you can see by my absolutely giant stack of cameras that I have at the end. Well, I suppose now is as good a time as ever for me to look at our new boss. So this is Merciless EX. A metal and metal EX enemy. Few aim to be the strongest enemy in BCU. Like all of the other metal EXs. And now we go to the revenge of Tech Revolution. And so we begin with Hard as Diamond, which is restricting me to a 10-unit deploy limit. And you know what's going to actually be best for a 10-unit deploy limit. We're going to do some research combo. We're going to get the boulder. Let's look through all the lions. Are the lions going to have... Neck lion? No. Regular lion? No. Little lion is even shorter range. And then brainwashed lion? No. Okay, so we're not really going to be using lions that much in here. So in that case, we're going to do this. We're going to go to Water Blast. Let's grab Business Partner for some Metal Killer. Guess I'll grab, like, Neo Saw. Since there's a bunch of, like, metal yaks. And then there's the last unit. What do I want to use for the last unit? Maybe I will give Brainwash Lion a try, since he was given like a curse versus Metal EX. I'll give him a shot. Wavin, hello, welcome. It does not seem as though Brainwashed Lion was the play. Let's try Dark Laser instead. I'm running out of money. What if I need to run future instead of running Boulder? Okay, future is actually much better than Boulder. I actually have a stack of business partners, and I have a stack of dark lasers coming out. And there we go. There we go. Hard as diamond. Actually was a bit trickier because of the working around the play limit, but it wasn't too bad. And now, the Super Metal Revolution. There's normal metals here. We're gonna need to actually get cameras out. Because it's not all metal yet. Okay, let's just chill for a little bit. Let these guys hit base. Okay, we've got a fair amount here. We've got Procinator. We've got a new Zero Chibi now we haven't seen. We might not have seen before. Don't really want to spawn a Uber Run at this time. I will get to your message in a moment here, Wabin. Because there's also a... Is that a Behemoth Procinator? Oh my god, there's a Behemoth metal enemy now. There's two of them now. Okay, well I killed the Zero Chibi now. But my base is completely overrun by metal peons now. The amount of crits you're going to need. Yeah, we're gonna need some crits. But not for the boss. Because he's Metal EX. He's crit immune. We're gonna need crits for these regular metal peons that are in front of the boss, though. So, I have a question. When do I get/beat The Great Escaper? I've been playing for a while and stuff, haven't seen it. I'm gonna pull that stage up real quick. So, The Great Escaper is at the end of the Jailbreak Tunnel chapter of Story of Legends of SOL of Stories of Legend. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It is at the end of the 16th subchapter of SOL. So yeah, you're gonna have a little ways to actually get into SOL before you actually get a chance to grab Uru Run on your account. But yes, in any case, though, we have a new enemy here. The Super Metal... Oh, he just looks like a behemoth. Yeah, like, there's, like, a bunch of spiky stuff that makes this guy look like a behemoth, but he's not actually a behemoth. I mean, I can wait, especially I have to fight a behemoth of some kind. Good news, Wavin, is that, like, SOL does not have any behemoths in it. Because SOL is really old content in vanilla. Like, behemoths came out, like, years after SOL was finished. But yes, anyway though, this guy he kind of looks like a behemoth, but he's not actually a behemoth. He's just a metal enemy. Super Metal Croc started invading the world after being corrupted by a virus. But people turned them into a helpful AI tool by training them nicely. Now they're the best literature generator. 100% chance 2KB, 500 HP, 16 KBs, 3.9k cash drop, 120 standing range, 12k damage, and 20k DPS. It's just a really pushy peon that just dies in one crit. Okay, let's actually get some stuff going here. Let's add a new lineup here. Let's grab Future. Let's grab our Catasaurus. Let's grab our business partner. Grab the erasers. The erasers. Cat Typhoon. The waves are working pretty decently for... Oh yeah, there's the chibi now. Great. Yeah, I forgot about the chibi now. So here we have the Great Zero Chibi now, floating Colossus and Zero. Chibi now who got lost in Zero Dimension. No one has found her parents for now. Her laser of worry can freeze and weaken target's defense. 480k HP, 4k Bs, 4.5k cash drop, 350 standing range with a 300-600 LD, standard for Chibi Nels, 4.5k damage and 849 DPS, a 2-second freeze, and a 3-second armor break for a 50% damage taken debuff. Honestly, the worst part of Urun is that you have to play SOL 1 to 14. SOL 1 to 14 isn't even, like, that hard. Or to be perfectly honest, in 2025. So it's just more so, like, the length, rather than the actual difficulty. Let's see here. What else? Let's get our Water Blast out. Let's do some Dark Laser Waving. I don't think it's necessarily going to be the play to bring Neosaw with me again, because there's more regular metal peons that can have, like, that can just munch down Neosaw faster. Because Neosaw was only given metal EX targeting, and not just metal targeting. I'm gonna bring Hermit. And then maybe I'll bring, like, Lollycat with me. He'd have some more, like... slowing against like an area of metals. There. Just playing on a second account, got stuck on Star Ocean because I don't have Cyborg or any of the other good mid-rangers. Just have Castaway and Weightlifter. Do you at least have, like, Crazed Gross to, like, wave there? Or something? Okay, let's get Hermit out. Nice crit. We get a second Hermit out. He's got Eastern Minico. Alright, here's another water blast. Oh yeah, this is actually going very smoothly now. Yeah. Okay, so I do have Crazy Gross, but it's just kind of bad at this game. Just got Eastern Neneko. Eastern Neneko is not a unit I have personally really used. Here she is. Eastern Neneko. Okay, so Evolved Form is just like a very basic mid-range crater unit. 4,050 damage with like a 8k damage crit. I mean, like, mid-range on a critter isn't, like, terrible. True Form has... Oh, boy. True Form is a random CC alongside the crit chance. Oh, but it costs a gold C... Oh my god, that's so expensive. Good lord. That is expensive for what we actually get. And she doesn't get any more damage either. Like, yeah, if we want just like a nuke critter, we just use like Sova instead of Eastern Echo. And if we want a crowd controller, like something like Hoop or Puppet Master, it's just much more consistent. But yes, in any case, though, we have our next unit, the Cat Beetle EX. He running. I think this guy kind of works like Green Shell with that very long backswing animation there. They only see... BC only seems to have just, like, sound effects volume. I can try turning that down a little bit. They may be more consistent, but Eastern Echo is cuter and very silly. Eastern Echo is also way more expensive. And that's because she costs a gold seed. She costs the rarest item in the game to True Form. Right, I need to actually put Cat Beetle in page 1. Alright, here we are. Cat Beetle EX is on the unlock list, and we can take that out. It is now time for the second to last advent set in this list here. We begin our second to last advent with the Fear of Thunderstorm and Invasion of Mega Typhoon. And, oh, it's this again? Oh, here we go. We have the Cyclone in the darkness, and we also have a little bun button. think the blind spot is smaller. And we also killed an assassin bear with the surge. You know, you're using them for anything else, you're only going to see like 3 true forms that require gold seeds in an entire playthrough. I think you've forgotten that that Bonus has released like ultra forms that use gold seeds. And like, literally any of the ultra forms that use a... Oh, there's another assassin there. Doron, please kill him. Just a perfect Cyclone too. I think this is like perfect Cyclone, but he's reskinned and his blind spot is like smaller. Because like only Manic Erasers have actually been able to even get inside the blind spot. Whoa, Ultra Form needs gold seeds? So far, both of the Dark Hero Ultra Forms have needed a gold seed each. Man, I'm probably dead because I used my Doron too early. Yep, there we go. So yeah, the Ultra Forms of Vigler and White Rabbit both need a gold seed each. And those are the 2 I can remember off the top of my head. Okay, I think these assassin bears can be killed with normal cannon. I'm gonna double check the damage of the cannon on the wiki. Okay, yeah, I think my cannon can actually take it out. Unfortunately, I'm only capable of loving the pixies. I think Mizunade... Okay, no, update pack units don't have the cost showing. Yeah, by the way, I did actually put update pack on my computer, which is how I have, like, Mizunade here on my BCU, even though BCPC doesn't have the 14.7 or 15.0 content yet proper. I have update pack on my computer, so Yeah. But yeah, I can't see Mizune's cost here. But yeah, I don't think Misley UF needed gold seeds, just like how none of the other Pixie Ultra forms needed gold seeds. They just costed, like, blue fruits and a bunch of behemoth stones. Okay, so in any case, so we've got Big Sal, we've got like Moss, Big Sal, Little Bun Buns, bunch of Brawlos, and then we have a Assassin Bear every 2400 frames. And then we have our boss, the ultimate, perfect Cyclone. A floating enemy summoned in a supernatural weather. It's said when it is on the field, the whole area will be covered by thunder rain. 2 million HP, 3k is 11.8k cash drop, 700 standing range with a 300 3.3k damage and 16k DPS. Okay, let's copy this. Let's get you out. Let's put on normal cannon for these assassin mares so I can actually use Doron more freely. Let's also get you out, you out. Let's get Octo. Let's get Octoway to actually help with Big Sal. This UF is 1 green gem, 2 redstones, 3 blue fruit, and 3 epic fruit. Yeah. I guess I'll just drop Richest Cat into my lineup here for the start off. Keep our pain. Here's the first assassin there. want to get extra weights going. There's our next button there. Oh, come on. Okay, good knockback from Ecto. Did not kill Big Sal. There's an assassin there. Get out of here. Second Big Sal's been turned into a corpse. tabby. Okay. Assassin bear, keep having a cannon. Not gonna speed up. And I'm not gonna speed up because of assassin bears. I need to keep an eye out for these guys, for the assassin bears. And there we go. Once again, gotta pay attention for assassin bears. Trying to grip through my stuff. And there we go. The weather has cleared up. And also, the stage was long enough that our cat cannon doesn't even reach the enemy base. But yeah, there we go. The invasion of Mega Typhoon was... It only took me one attempt. It took me like 2 attempts with the better lineup to actually do. Freaking Big Sal. Oh, being silly. Oh man, what's the restriction stage gonna do? Waste. Wait, is there... Let me look at the information here. Ban combos, none. Cooldown, start false. Cooldown multipliers, cost multipliers. I think this is just the... Yeah, this is just the same stage again. Yeah, nothing's changed. So there isn't really a restriction stage. Maybe Daryl forgot to actually put a restriction on the stage? I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask him about it. Okay, let's actually go play the actual revenge state. They forgot to restriction, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I don't see a point in like just playing the same stage again if there's like literally nothing different about it. But yes, here's the revenge map, the violation of Mega Typhoon. And the thunderstorm is back once again. So this time we've got a moot. Okay, we've taken down most of their arcade here. Let's just keep. There's a second move. Guess we can go to level 8 now. There we go. So we have the new perfect cyclone, Neo perfect cyclone. We have a razorback and a golem sunfish. Oh good, we are engaging in bomber forcing with this one. Although, maybe we could actually pull through against this Razorback. We did actually knock him back. Oh, okay. Goron, help me out against the wild host, please. Oh, there's another Razorback. Oh. I guess that's the rub. Okay, so we have... Oh, there's 3 Razorbacks. Yay! 3 Razorbacks. Three Razorbacks. There's the Golem Sunfish. And then there's like 10 150 wild doges. Okay, so let's look at this lineup here. Let's copy some of this over. We'll get rid of this. Curry can stay because there's like wild doges. This can stay for like cleanup. Elijah Williams, hello, welcome. How are you doing? Playing some Merciless Advents in UBC. And we were able to actually make some pretty good progress on them. We got 3 new Advent drop units before you'd actually come in. And now we're on to our 4th. I think I'll try with like Bomber and Pizza first. Try with Bomber and Pizza. Let's also change our cannon over to, I guess, Breaker Blast. And I guess I could cut like camera for like here. Let's cut camera for a super feline. My bombers seem to be doing okay. Okay, here comes Racerback number 2. And the Racerback is down. Get a little more ground. Alright, here comes Racerback number 3. And I also do need to save money. Okay, the Razorback is down. I think all the wild doges got exhausted too. Yeah, it's just those darts left. The Octos already get, like, inside the blind spot, so Curse isn't gonna be, like, a big deal for Octos. And that's if they even get Curse in the first place. Golden Sunfish gets knocked back. Sending a Doron. And there we go. That's one backliner cleaned up. Now for the other backliner. And there we go. The violation of Mega Typhoon has been beaten. I have no idea why the other states just didn't have a restriction on it. But in any case, though, we're going to grab our unlock customs. And now we have the Therian Cat. But yeah, I think with that, I think I'm going to actually just call it there for now. We'll get to that other Merciless Advent another time. But in any case, we made very good progress on the Merciless Advents, and next time on UBC, I think I'm about ready to actually try another chapter of Story of Legend. In any case, I would like to thank you all very much for watching. And until next time, take care.